Hey everybody, welcome to week 23. Just a quick heads up about this episode. There is going to be a not safe for work shot coming up. So if that's not your thing, see you next week. And if it's really not your thing, sorry, there's going to be a lot more to come. Anyway, just wanted to give a little heads up about that. If you don't like that kind of thing, you can tune out. I'll announce it before it comes up. So, first up this week, we've got my Pop and Swap movie version of He-Man. Took some of the Masterverse pieces, put them on the Wondar body, threw them in front of this, I think it was like concept art for the movie. And I have him kind of like holding the gun out this way, like maybe he came through. There's like a portal right here, which doesn't really show too well, but came through, blasting that guy. Skeletor's like, get him, they're shooting at him. Just kind of like threw him into a scene from the concept art. So, but it's cool. I like how it turned out. The lighting over here is not that great. Focus isn't that great either. But all in all, I mean, yeah, it's my shot. I took it. Stand by it. Could be better. And maybe I'll reassemble him at some point and take another picture of him. Up next, nothing really to this shot, just a shot of Sinister. Always thought Sinister was a cool bad guy. I believe this is called the Bar Sinister. I took like a panel from the comics and threw him in front of it. Like I said, nothing really to this shot, just kind of like, hey, here's Mr. Sinister. I thought he was cool, so there he is. Up next, you got Mumm-Ra and the Evil Mutants. It's another tapestry I have. I don't use it too often, but the imagery kind of works with Mumm-Ra. And I just put the Evil Mutants here to kind of have like the team assembled. All pretty cool figures. I like Slythe quite a bit, and they're fun. I don't use them too often, honestly. I don't really do as much with my Thundercats toys as I should. I like them, I appreciate them, I just don't pull them down as often as some of the other toys. And I should probably start doing that a little more often. That's going to bring us to Valentine's Day. So, nothing really to this shot. This is like a little fairy door you can get, like a little knick-knack at the dollar store. There's some aquarium plants all around it. There's this little mushroom right here. The ground is just one of those tapestries kind of folded down. Probably should have went with something a little more greener there, but there it is. Pretty cool shot. This is one of the older Smurf toys, just kind of lying around, so it works for Valentine's Day. Thought it was a cool shot. I still dig it. Up next, this is still on Valentine's Day, but nothing to do with Valentine's Day. I just wanted to take some other pictures. So the idea behind this is Sergeant Slaughter's Eternian Slaughter Marauders. So I took some of the Eternian guards, just kind of made a little squad for them. Got the little Final Faction dog here. You got this guy here with the staff and a guitar. He's kind of like staff, guitar, shield. He's like my support bard, I guess. This guy, the idea is he's like a brawler. This one's got the cannon part of the battle ram. You got this guy. He's got some armor, big fist, and a little missile on his wrist from the spacesuit from the Origins Grayskull pack. And this guy's got the mega laser, even though he's pretty much basic in other ways. You'll see these guys a little bit closer coming up. Just thought it was cool to give him like his own squad, and it was fun popping pieces around and making my own customized Eternian guards. And then up next we got another Valentine's Day shot. I thought it would be funny to give He-Man a couple of the other lady characters and use the angry Teela face looking down on them. Just, yeah, set up the Origins Castle tapestry in the background like usual. Battle mountains on either side. Place some aquarium stuff around to kind of, you know, fill out the, like, give it some color on the side so it's not just the plastic mountain. It's a fun shot. Nothing too fancy about it, but I dig it. And then moving on, here's some closer looks at those Eternian Slaughter Marauders. So you can see the neck of his guitar and the staff here and shield. And then it's just, I don't remember which wrestler it is. I think it's the one that looks like Beastman, but I just kind of put his head there. And there's this guy. He's all armored up. He's got a two-handed sword. He's got this helmet on. The helmet's from the old Imperial weapon pack. They made weapon packs and vehicles and mounts for the old 5.5 Masters of the Universe or Remco or Warlords or any of those old, you know, 5.5 80s toy lines. Just kind of a companion thing that ran with them. Then next, it's just the regular Eternian Guard, but he's got the Mega Laser from the old vintage Masters of the Universe line. And this one, I gave him Clamp Champ's head, I gave him some spikes, gave him this big fist. He's got the arm from the, like I said earlier, the, oh my god, the spacesuit from the Mysteries of Grayskull pack. And then he's got, you know, kind of different armor. The idea with these guys is just kind of like make the own little crew. I thought it was cool to put this guy in the battle ram. He's like their demolitions expert, I guess. He's got one of the helmets from one of the wrestlers. He's got the derpy He-Man face, which works a lot better on this guy than it does as He-Man. Just kind of his own little guy. As long as he's not supposed to be looking like He-Man, it didn't look too bad. Yeah, that's it. Okay, next shot. Not safe for work, so just so you know, if you're still here, it's coming. Here it is. Another Valentine's Day shot. I thought it would be funny to have Man-at-Arms giving out free mustache rides for Valentine's Day. I took one of the Queensblade figures. He's got her kind of propped up against some of his machinery. This sign is actually from like it's a real sign, cropped out of another photo and put here. There's like a teeter-totter kind of thing, and it was shaped like a mustache. It was free mustache rides. But anyway, yeah, that's the shot. This is the first not safe for work shot that I did. I got scolded in the comments section by a real-life friend who eventually ended up unfollowing me and asking me if I had some mental issues. So that was the thing that happened. Love you, Pedro. He's not watching. Anyway, yeah, I mean, yeah, Man-at-Arms, famous mustache, giving mustache rides. Like I said, this is the Queensblade figure. Just kind of threw him inside of Man-at-Arms' lab. That was my first not safe for work shot, and there will be plenty more to come. So, hope you guys are digging it. Alright, we got a couple more shots. Actually, these next few shots are some of my favorites of the week. Like, they all came out pretty good. Toy Mercs is doing another collab. You've probably heard me mention them quite a few times at this point, because I do a lot of collabs with them, especially during this portion. And it was team-ups. So, I thought it'd be kind of cool. You've seen this Dio before, but it's usually used for my problem with power display. So this is a Castle Grayskull parapet that I made. It's mostly paper mache. And then there's like a moon lamp that I got from Walmart. And then some fluorescent clouds to give it that kind of Eternian look with the purple sky. It was kind of He-Man offering Goliath a place to stay. Castle Grayskull would be a rad place for the gargoyles. I like the idea a lot. And all in all, like the shot, like I just really dig it. So there's that. You can see some of the imperfections on the sky background. Like this was tissue paper glued onto styrofoam with a hole cut in it. But it works. Low-tech stuff works pretty damn well. You can see some of my wires coming through because that doesn't quite fill out that whole shelf. Measure before you cut. I did not do that when I was first starting this stuff, so it's a good lesson. But all in all, I really dig the shot still. I might redo something like this with a little bit better lighting and some of the techniques I've learned. Try to hide some of the imperfections a little bit better. But yeah, I like this one. Another team-up shot. We got He-Man and Superman. I mean, it's kind of like right out of that old DC comics, except for it's using the Revelation Castle Grayskull. Got the Battle Mountain in the front. I'm using this other plastic rock to kind of fill the hole that's in there. Superman's on a stand behind it, and it's just kind of them riding out from Grayskull. Yeah, I like the shot. It's fun, and you know, like I've said a few times, I like to recreate old scenes, and this just reminded me of that old DC comic. Up next, tied for my favorite spot for this week, Cosmic Enforcers. So I took a bunch of the different, like, anybody wearing the Zodak armor, right? I assume that's the Cosmic Enforcer gear. So you got Wondar, you got the new Eternia Zodak, you got the classic Zodak, you got the 2000X Zodak, you got this wrestling guy that they gave it to that I don't know who the hell that is, because like I've said millions of times, I'm not a big wrestler guy. And then I also, this is my custom Techno. I put the black armor on him, and he's already wearing the helmet, so it just kind of made sense that he would be another random Cosmic Enforcer. And I gave him the, I don't know what it's called, it's Bolo something, Bolo Jet or Bolo Sled from the 2000X. But it's a cool shot. I put him in front of the exploding rocks from the Masters of the Universe Revelations. This chair is floating on a wine glass. You can kind of see it's right there. So it's just like a cheap dollar store wine glass, the plastic one. Goes all the way down. It's kind of being hidden from him. There's that plastic rock I used in an earlier shot just to kind of set him off from these guys so they're not all standing in front on the same level. Kind of break it up a little bit. I really like how this shot turned out, especially like him floating out here and the vehicle coming out this way and him kind of pointing out like, let's go. Like, yeah, it works. I really enjoy this shot. Cosmic Enforcers are cool. Maybe we'll get a Lynn one soon. Spoilers. Sorry. Too late. Alright, moving on to the last shot of the week. Another one I thought came out pretty good. And this is just straight out of a manga panel from Berserk. He's wearing his Berserk armor in the moonlight. You got the big swords kind of resting it. This is a knockoff Figma Berserk armor Gats. So, it's a little fragile, but I take some pretty good shots with it. It wasn't very expensive because it was the knockoff version. I mean, sometimes knockoffs still work, you know, and these old Figma Berserk toys were pretty damn expensive, so I wasn't going to be able to afford it. They are re-releasing the God Hands this year, so pretty excited about that. Still going to be expensive, but yeah, it should be cool. I'm looking forward to them. That's it for this week. I did get a few new followers. Thank you, Amanda, for being my 69th. That was nice. And then we climbed a couple above that, so very cool. You guys can check me out every day on Instagram, every weekend on YouTube. I appreciate all of you. Like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. I appreciate it. Thank you. You guys have a great week.